Hey, Survivor fans, this is Chad with your episode 14 slash reunion show review of Survivor episode One World. Folks, this is it. Last episode. It's been kind of I wouldn't say, well, kind of a wild ride with two medical evacs, a dumb tribe move, crazy people, predictable winner, but a racist person, bullies, and yah. What have I thought about this season? I have mixed emotions. I liked it. I had my favorites, of course. I think overall it was I enjoyed it. I think it ranks up one of those just okay seasons for me. I mean, there was a few instances where it kind of made it less enjoyable, like a certain contestant making racist remarks, that kind of thing, and the bullying, that kind of thing just kind of ruined it for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but it was not one of my favorite seasons. But I did enjoy it. I'll get that off my chest. On with the episode. They finally did an intro with all the people throughout the seasons, and I mean every contestant. So my question is, why did CBS wait till last episode to do this? Why didn't they not just do it from the beginning like they should have? But they finally did give credit to all the people in the show. I just don't understand why they waited till the end to do it. So that's that. They go back. I'm gonna briefly run back to camp. They're like, oh, we got all the men out, and they're like going girl power, and but the first immunity challenge was a net puzzle, and it looked kind of fun. But the girls, Alicia especially, kind of goofed and picked the wrong bags or wrong pieces. It was kind of a nail biter. It was kind of exciting. Don't get me wrong. But Kim wins again. She was the first one to solve the puzzle. I mean, at this point, it's getting predictable. Kim's winning all the challenges, and like I said, I get kind of slammed for this, but Kim's not my favorite player. I think she blindsided a lot of people. I just don't respect that. But at the same time, I do respect her for being what I call a challenge beast. Do I despise Kim? No. I respect her. Is she my favorite player of all time? No. But I do give credit where credit is due, and she's been awesome at the challenges and everything. So, as far as her social game, I don't agree with it, but I mean, it is Survivor. You gotta do what you gotta do. I just don't think she should have blindsided a lot of people, but in the end, it really didn't matter. I'll get into that. So, if you have not watched Survivor yet, don't watch this review, because it's just going to spoil it for you, and I don't want to do that. But if you already know the outcome, just go ahead and watch my review. After the challenge, the girls are scrambling to Kim, because Kim's got the immunity now. They're trying to, I don't know if I call it bagging or just playing a game or playing it strategically, but they were pretty much trying to secure her to take them to the final three. The tribal, all the men are gone. The jury comes out. They look very bitter, very pissed off. And eventually Alicia is voted off. I will say this about Alicia. I didn't respect her game at all. I didn't like the bullying that she participated with Colton, but she did gain respect for me at the end. I do have one Twitter friend that just despised her and said she's not sincere, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But Alicia does get voted off. So she's now a member of the jury. They're back from trial. Christina goes. Kim's made a good play, which, okay, I guess that's bargaining for a Final 3 spot, and they do the Fallen Comrades thing. I always liked Fallen Comrades because it brings us back to the other contestants that have been voted off. Like, say, if you had a favorite that got voted off, and I had two of my favorites were voted off, a couple of them, and it was like, it's just a nice reminder, you know. I always loved Fallen Comrades. I wish they'd done it last season. Apparently they did, but they edited it out. That's another reason, like, why. But anyways, Fallen Comrades was awesome. I wish they would do that every season. So they go into the final challenge, and it looked cool, and it looked challenging. It must have been one of those challenges that took a long time to build. But it was navigate a bowl through a maze, and then stack it. I think it was 10, you had to stack 10 bowls. And it didn't have to fall off, and if it fell off, you have to start back from the beginning. Sabrina had a tough time with it, and Kim wins again. So at this point, you're thinking, yeah, Kim's pretty much going to win Survivor. So like I said before, if you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this before you watch the show. But if you have, great. If you haven't, you may want to turn the review off right now. But Tribal, disappointing. I was disappointed in Christina. I thought she would put up a bigger fight. It seemed like she was just wanting to quit at that point. So Christina gets voted off. I think she played an awesome game. I think she's a really cool person. I hate to see her go, but I just wish she would have put up more of a fight. But yeah, I hate to see her go. She's a sweetheart. So, but yeah, I hate to see her go. I just wish she would have put up more fight at Tribal. So it just seemed like she was giving up. I don't know. I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts on that. So they go back to the tribe. So now it's final 3 with Chelsea, Sabrina, and Kim. The traditional, there's a bunch of food and all the final 3 celebration. I want to point out one thing. Sabrina had an awesome speech, so it moved me to tears a little bit, but that's not the only speech that moved me to tears, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But, yeah, she had an awesome speech, and it was just really moving. So, I hope we see Sabrina again. I don't dislike Sabrina at all. I mean, she has never rubbed me the wrong way. They go into final tribal. It's jury time. I'm going to point out a few of the juries that was memorable, to say the least. Jonas was funny as hell. He goes, well, y'all bow down to Master Jonas, of course. He says he's kidding. He makes fun of Tarzan. Once, I got this on notes, because one shy short of being a senior citizen at Tarzan. And then he said something else that was funny, but I forgot. I mean, he wasn't bitter at all. I mean, he was just hilarious. Christina asked Kim who she would have taken out as the final 2, Chelsea or Sabrina. I think she said Chelsea. I'm not sure. I don't remember at this point. She just asked Chelsea why she hated people, and apparently they don't really like each other. I don't know why. I don't understand. They're both pretty sweet people. I just don't understand that one at all. Jay says Sabrina took it really easy around camp. I don't know if I agree with that one. Mike asked Kim, what is a blind side? Tarzan, oh my god. I just wish, he would speak normally, but he didn't single out anybody. He just wanted to thank all the ladies for letting him see his wife. And, as much as I disapproved of Tarzan, I mean, I thought that was okay. But Chelsea was emotional about it. She's like, that's what I would like to see in a future partner or something. So, I mean, Tarzan didn't, he didn't ask any questions. He just was pretty much thankful. But he could have said in words that some more people might have understood. But Leaf seemed a little bit bitter. I forgot what he said, but I forgot what his question was. Troyzan wasn't bitter either. As a matter of fact, none of them were really, really bitter, which shocked me. He basically said Kim played a great game, and he was like, muchos adios, or something. He was funny too, but the final one, the one that I'll probably remember most, not just because she was one of my favorites, but because what she had to say was cat. She said that Kim was destroyed by her, but the thing that really moved me, and I think it moved a lot of people, was she got into her open heart surgeries. I know she had one, and she mentioned she had two, but in order to have children, she said she had to go in for another one, and it was so emotional. She got everybody crying. It's like, that's no joke, and she must be pretty tough, and that's one heck of a thing to go through the first time. So I knew there was something, about her that was, and she said that she hid it from everybody. So I don't know. So I mean, she had everybody moved, and it was just it brought me to tears. And I'm a guy. I mean, but I wish her the very best of luck and everything, and I hope everything goes well for her, and I hope she does come back for another season. I'll miss her I'll miss her goofiness. She brought a sense of humor to the game. That I just can't quite explain. I mean, she was funny, goofy, and she's awesome. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. Awesome. So we'll go into the reunion show. Obviously predictable. Kim wins. What I did not understand was that Chelsea somehow didn't get any votes. I don't understand that. If somebody could explain that to me, I would love a explanation of that. Matt Quinlan spoke a little bit about the dumb tribe move at the reunion show, and I think what happened was Jeff didn't know how, but he didn't know, but who he was talking to. I think he was gearing for Mike's opinion, but Matt, it was cool to hear Matt speak, being an early boot, and let's see. Colton segment, I was dreading this, and I'm going to say a few words about this. Colton basically, his apologies I thought were half-assed, and they asked if he regrets or how he feels when he looks back at it. He's like, oh, just some mean little kid, mean kid, and I'm not a racist. And what stuck out as me is that his mom had to apologize for his words, but Bill, they talked to Bill for a minute, and Bill felt the comments were about Spy. He understood there was a game, but when there was not people around, that Colton still said those words. And but at the end, Colton's like, "Oh, I apologize," which I thought was very half-assed. I just didn't believe Colton at all, and I hope to God he does not return. But from what I understand, he might be possibly coming back. I'm just rolling my eyes. Like, do I have to deal with another season with this? Not going to say it. The Tarzan segment was a little bit weird. They go into the relationship with his wife and everything, and he goes on with all these words that I need a dictionary to look up. I just couldn't follow at all. They had an Alicia segment and about the bullying and everything. Unlike Colton, her apology seemed really sincere. She started tearing up, and she said that she's not like that in real life at all, and that she regretted being that way on TV because, as most of you may know, she's a special ed teacher, and she said that portrayal on TV is not like how she is at all in real life. And I believed her. I thought it was really sincere because of all the tears and the crying. I mean, so it just goes to show that some people on Survivor, how they portray themselves, like maybe a jerk or whatever, or not like that in real life. Even though some people are that way in real life, the way they act on the show. So I don't know. So I mean, I thought it was sincere. I know some people don't, but that's your own opinion, and I'll respect that. But I thought it was sincere. Another bummer part. Yeah, Kim wins fan favorite. The two ones that I picked wasn't even the final four. Somehow Tarzan won, but Kat and Monica weren't in the final four at all, which bummed me out because I voted 10 times with my cell phone and 10 times with my computer, and I kind of campaigned for the both of them, and it's like, wow, it was just very disappointing. And I'll go on record to say this. I said the same thing about Boston Rob. If you win the million, I just think it's really unfair to win the fan favorite as well. I mean, I just don't think that's right, but that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And then they get into a nice little segment with Leaf, and they show his wife, which I thought was really cute, and they showed how Leaf was a inspiration of little people, and I thought that was really cool. However, what I did not think was cool at all was they brought the girl from the Big Bang Theory out of the audience and asked her about Colton, and they brought some other dude who I didn't even recognize. If somebody can tell me who he is, that'd be great. But they did not touch up on Courtney Moon at all. You remember her. She was the one that broke her wrist on the first episode. They did not even mention her. They did not ask her how she was doing and an update or anything. I just thought that was kind of cold-blooded, and I didn't think that was cool at all. So, that's my review. And season coming up, season 25, Survivor Philippines, and they show 3 returnees that have been medically evac. I know who they are, but I'm not saying. But they say that this shark-infested waters, snakes, all that. I think it's going to be a really cool season. I'm personally going to root for the medical evacs, because the 3 returnees, because that takes guts to come back to Survivor and want to be on the show after you've been medically evac. So, but that's my thoughts. I'm going to shut up now. Alright, I'll see you in the fall. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Bye.